from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Ryan Tannehill and the Tennessee Titans taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions.
All in all, we have a pretty pleasant December day in the Volunteer State. The chilly rain from last night has moved on. The temps have bumped up a bit here at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Just about time to rock as Toe gets ready to meet leather. And off we go from Nashville. Khalif Raymond now. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go to work for the first time. And at QB, the man signed to a big 4-year deal back in March. That's Ryan Tannehill.
Not only did Ryan Tannehill resurrect his career in 2019, he may now serve as a blueprint for quarterbacks looking for a second opportunity. He moved from Miami to Tennessee, took over the starting job from Marcus Mariota in Week 7 last year, and wound up leading the NFL in quarterback rating. And the Titans went 8-3 in his 11 starts, snuck into the playoffs, and went to the AFC Championship game. His future is bright in Nashville, and he expects to be the starter there for many years to come.
Tannehill on first down. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
But this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Tannehill on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tannehill to his top target, Brown, for a Tennessee first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns, went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Derrick Henry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage, but now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Again, Tannehill. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. On 4th down, here's Stephen Gostkowski for the Tennessee field goal.
30-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So if we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Stephen Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Detroit gearing up for their opening drive here, led by Matthew Stafford, the veteran, former #1 pick back in 2009.
When I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 40,000 yards passed in his career last year before a back injury landed him on the IR after just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. A slant to Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now the rookie second rounder from Georgia, DeAndre Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
2
yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford, he's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Ready, waiting.
On first down, Stafford here. Over the middle, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3.
3-3.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
A.J. Brown.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Here's Tannehill. And he finds Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Coming up on 3 minutes left in the half in a 3-3 ball game. Just a pair of field goals to this point. Now it's Henry. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the 50, it's Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
There you go, right here. 30.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill throwing again. They set up the screen for Henry. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A kicker fest so far. All points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Adam Humphries there to make the grab, and the Titans have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it is up.
Kick is good.
And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now.
Lions 3.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Left.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford caught on the right side by Jones. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On first down at Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Throwing again at Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He'll lose a couple on what should be the final play of the first half.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half from our quarterback. His guys have the lead as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
Steven Gostkowski.
It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Still going. Up to midfield. Jamal Agnew. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
With all the specialization we have in this great game, at some point, the head coach is going to take charge of every group. And I think at halftime, he spent a little time with the special teams coach, said, look, you've got to find a way to get us a big play to help us get back into this.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. The big kick return nearly resulted in 6. Now they'll try to finish the job here, 1st and goal. Breaking the huddle, 1st and goal as the return team has set him up with golden field position. Stafford. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jayon Brown leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Stafford, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4.
Score Titans 10, Lions 6.
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
Number 22.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Tannehill trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Offense. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10, Stafford again. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. Touchdown. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. Goskowski for the point after.
Extra point.
It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. To return, here's Agnew. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard
The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. From the gun, Stafford, and tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll throw from the gun. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry, and this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Back now in Nashville, it's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Corey's mark. Too little.
Again, it's Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
The ball carrier.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Let's get off the field.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The ball carrier.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll run it again with Henry. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14.
Lions 6.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Mess around and put that thing over your burn there. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10.
So Stafford and the Lions now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:51 on the clock. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Stafford on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Lions.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. On 1st down, Stafford here.
He'll get this off to Swift.
That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Stafford barking out signals and trying to get his guys set quickly. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. Man open, here is Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Stafford. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. To the air again, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Kenny Galladay, the Pro Bowler, was his intended target.
But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
2nd down and goal. Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And the Titans are going to come up with it. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Tannehill to a knee, and that ought to be the final act of this ball game.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises, really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win. Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished, but to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say so long from Nashville.